I am 84, and there is one quiet vitamin D habit that gently lifted my mood in the dark winter months when the sun goes to bed at 4 in the afternoon. Before I go on, if these honest words do you good, take a moment and subscribe so more people can find them. I ask for nothing more. Now let me tell you about the darkness. You know the kind I mean. The days grow short, the light turns thin and gray. By 4 in the afternoon the sun has already slipped behind the bare trees, and it does not rise again until you have finished your porridge. And with that darkness, something came over me, a heaviness. Not sadness with a reason, mind you. Nothing bad had happened. It was just a gray weight that settled on my shoulders when the light grew short. It sat with me at the window. It followed me from room to room. For many winters I carried it, and for many winters I blamed the wrong things. I told myself it was simply age. Well, I am old, I thought, and old bones feel the cold. Then I blamed the cold itself, the way it kept me indoors. And when neither of those quite fit, I blamed the quiet. Being alone more, fewer voices in the house. I was wrong, about all of it. So let me turn to you for a moment, the way I would if you were sitting here across the table with your own cup. When the days turn short and gray, do you feel your mood sink too? Do you sleep more and yet wake up tired, as though the night gave you nothing? If you nodded, even a little, then hear me. You are not imagining it, and you are not weak. This is not a flaw in you. It is not something to be ashamed of, and it is not a sign that your spirit has gone soft with the years. It is common. It is shared. More of us feel the weight of the dark months than ever say so out loud, because we were taught to simply get on with things. But there is a reason it happens. A real one. Something quiet and ordinary going on inside the body, and once I understood it, the gray weight stopped feeling like a mystery, and it stopped feeling like my fault. That one quiet thing I paid attention to, the thing that finally steadied me, has a plain name, vitamin D, and a small daily habit I built around it. I will tell you what the habit is, but first you need to understand why the well of light inside us runs low at exactly the moment we need it most. Our skin makes vitamin D when sunlight touches it. That is the quiet part most of us never think about. On a bright summer day when you sit in the garden with your arms bare, the sun does that work for you without a sound. But in winter the sun is different. It sits low in the sky, pale and shy, and it goes to bed at 4 in the afternoon. So you stay indoors more. You close the curtains against the cold. You bundle up in your coat and gloves and scarf, and every inch of skin that could catch the light is covered. The little bit of sun that does reach us in winter is weaker, and it barely touches us at all. The well of light runs low, exactly when the days are darkest. And there is one more thing, and I say it gently, because it is simply true. As we grow older, our skin makes less vitamin D anyway. My skin at 84 does not do what it did at 40. That is not a failing. That is just the body, changing as bodies do. So the years and the winter press down together at the very same time. Now what does this vitamin actually do? From my own long life and from what I have read carefully, vitamin D is linked with mood, with steady bones, and with muscles that hold us up when we stand and walk. Those 3 things matter more and more as the years go by. A steady mood, bones that do not break easily, legs that carry you to the window and back. But let me be honest with you, the way I would want someone to be honest with me. It does not cure anything. It is not a miracle. I will not sit here and promise you the world in a little tablet. What I have come to understand is much plainer than that. A body that has enough of what it needs simply copes better. That is all. A little steadiness, not a cure. Let me pause and ask you, over our tea, how old are you? And do the dark months press on your mood too? Tell me in the comments. I read them, everyone, and it does me good to know I am not talking to an empty room. And if this channel keeps you company through the gray days, give it a quiet subscribe. That way another woman sitting alone by her window can find these words too. So now you understand the why. It is the season, and it is the years, working together. It is not weakness, and it is not all in your head. And knowing that, I want to tell you about the small morning habit that became my comfort. The exact thing I do near the window, at the same time every single day. It mattered to me as much as the vitamin itself. Let me show you how it begins. So here it is, the whole of it. Every morning, near the window where the pale light comes in, I take my cup of tea and I sit for a while. That is the beginning. Not a pill first, not a plan. Just me, moving to the light, greeting the morning even when it is gray. Some mornings the sun barely shows its face. I pull the curtain back, and there it is, that low winter sun that sets again at 4, giving so little. And I will be honest with you, because you deserve honesty. On the darkest days, that light through the glass alone is not enough for our skin in winter. I know that. Sitting by the window is a comfort, but it is not the whole answer. So here is the rest of it. After speaking with my own doctor, I take a simple vitamin D supplement with my breakfast, not a heap of them. One small thing with a little food because it absorbs better with a little food. The same time, every single day, right there beside my plate so I never forget. That is the habit. That is all of it. Tea in the light, and one small supplement with breakfast. And do you know what surprised me most? The steadiness mattered as much as the vitamin itself. Having a reason to rise, to move to the window, to sit in the pale light with something warm in my hands. A quiet routine you can keep day after day when the mornings are hard. The body likes that. The heart likes it too. Now I must say this plainly, because I love you enough to be honest. I am not your doctor and I do not see you. Vitamin D is not the same for everyone, and too much is not better. Please ask your own doctor what is right for you, and never stop or change any medication on my word. This is my experience over a cup of tea, nothing more. But let me tell you what that small morning habit gave me. Not a cure. I promised you no miracle, and I keep that promise. What it gave me was a little steadiness, the gray heaviness of the dark months, that weight that used to settle on me when the light grew short. It still comes. It arrives every winter, as sure as the cold. Yet I meet it differently now, with a warm cup on the windowsill, with a quiet routine I can lean on, with a body I have gently cared for, morning after morning. The darkness still comes each winter. I do not pretend otherwise, but I no longer face it empty-handed. And at 84, that is enough. Truly, it is enough. You can care for your mood with kindness too. You do not have to fix everything by tomorrow. Just start with one small, safe thing tomorrow morning. Move to the window. Let the pale light find you. Hold something warm in your hands. And if it feels right for you, ask your doctor about the rest. Begin small. The darker season is easier to meet when you meet it gently.